Good morning, students. As you know, now we are revising the chapters as we completed it. Today, I'm going to discuss the revision about the second chapter of politics, federalism. Yesterday, I gave you the PDF for the flowchart of the whole chapter. I think you read and tried to understand. Today, we are discussing the definition and the features of federalism. So, federalism, as we discussed earlier, is a system of government in which the power is divided between the central authority and the various constituent units. That is, the central government in a country, there will be a central government, and under the central government, there is supposed to be the provincial government or state governments. When the power is divided, at least two or more level of governments, that system is known as federalism. Now the key features of federalisms, so there in the book, 7 features are given. The first one, there are 2 or more levels or tiers of government. As I just said, 2 or more level or tier of government should be there. Secondly, different tiers of government govern the same citizen, but each tier has its own jurisdiction in specific matter of legislation, taxation and administration. Suppose myself, I am living in Assam. So, as Assam government can govern me, same way Assam is under India, so Indian government also can govern me. So that's why it is said that different tiers of government govern the same citizen. But in the matter of legislation, taxation and administration, they can have the separate jurisdiction or the power to govern the people. Third point is the jurisdiction of respective levels or tiers of government are specified in the constitution, so the existence and authority of each tier of government is continually constitutionally guaranteed. So the constitution divided the powers and functions of each tier of government. As you know, in the constitution there are 3 lists of works mentioned for the governments: union list for the union government, state list for the state government, concurrent list for both state and central government, and newly the residuary list, which is not included in the earlier 3 lists. So every government has their own works, own power and own jurisdiction to rule the area or to govern the people. Fourth point, the fundamental provisions of the constitution cannot be unilaterally changed by one level of government. Such changes require the consent of both the levels of government. If anything need to change in the constitution, no single government can change it. If it is highly needed to change, then the central government and the state governments will discuss together and will decide what to change and how to change. No particular government can change it by their own will or by their own way. Number 5. Courts have the power to interpret the constitution and the powers of different levels of government. The highest court acts as an umpire if disputes arise between different levels of government in the exercise of their respective powers. So, judiciary or the court has the power to interpret the constitution and the powers of the governments. Sometimes it happens that in between the government there may be a confusion that this is my work or this is your work. During that time, the court will interpret the constitution and will decide the power on that particular matter vested to which government. So court can act as the umpire for the disputes if arises in between the state governments and central government. Point number 6. Sources of revenue for each level of government are clearly specified to ensure its financial autonomy. So every government need money to run its area or its people. Like Assam government also as needed money, same way Indian government also needed money. As both the government govern the same people, then it is not possible for the same matter to give tax to both the government. Suppose electricity. Is it possible that I'm giving electricity bill to the state government again to the central government? It is quite impossible. That's why from which section the government can earn the taxation from the people, that is clearly defined. That is, state government will collect the taxation from so and so matters, and central government will collect the taxation from so and so matter. This way the revenue of the government is clearly mentioned in the constitution also, to give them the financial autonomy. And the last and the seventh point, the federal system thus has dual objective to safeguard and promote unity of the country, while at the same time accommodate regional diversity. So this federal system of government have two objectives. First one, it is providing safeguard and promote unity among the country. Like there is one central government and various state governments. So as one central government, every state government is bound to follow the central government. This way they are all united, and unity promotes in between the areas. And second thing is that regional diversities also accommodated, because whenever they are working, as all state governments are under the central government, they are working as per the direction of the central government, and this way central government also keep a close watch equally to all the state governments. This way regional diversity also can be accommodated. Though you understood it earlier, I think now as the revision is going on, you can understand far better way. So if any confusion is there, feel free to ask me. For today, this much. Thank you.